Next, we have another game to show you.
He leaves us no recourse! Swords!
What is this?
S-Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty?
Is this Tactics Ogre?
Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
Because it sure kind of feels like it.
You are a leader, and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these fields, today you burn.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely, every last one of us.
Is this a new Tactics Ogre? Project Triangle Strategy.
Far, far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these
looks good,
precious
though.
resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War.
The
Though
Salt
the
Iron War.
hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later, the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
This feels like a Matsuno game.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG, battles take
Wow.
place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped
Yeah.
weapon.
Oh
The
man,
range
I'm
can be extended by attacking
into
from
this.
higher ground with long-range weapons such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
That's kind of like Disgaea.
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win. Link
Man.
attacks together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain. Then
That Octopath
electrify
Traveler
the
style
area with
really
lightning
caught on.
magic.
Because wow.
It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action. Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations. Utility, morality, liberty.
I'm so into
Collectively,
this.
Your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly.
Game of the
Do
Direct.
we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to S-Frost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fate
Yes!
of nations are
This is
settled
just
by
like
vote
Tactics
on
Ogre.
Scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based
This
on how
is
the votes
oh,
are
this is
cast.
so good.
So they refuse to relinquish.
This has to
it
be
us.
Matsuno.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will
They're
see
showing
what
so
true
much
might
of this.
is.
Project Triangle
Who's making this?
Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from SquareEnix, will
I
launch
knew it!
in 2022. Please be on the lookout
Frick yes!
for more information in the future. After this presentation, a demo version of
No
this
way!
game will
Oh
be
my god, that
available
is
to
so
download on
awesome!
Nintendo eShop. And in the future, we'll conduct a survey to gather player feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses on the demo.
So no Tactics Ogre.
Please look forward to
I will
future
take that,
updates
though.
on this brand
That's
new
amazing.
tactical RPG from SquareEnix.
No tactics. Oh my god. I mean, okay, Project, I don't even remember what it was called. I'm calling it Project Tactics Ogre because that looked like a Tactics Ogre game with the Project Octopath Traveler, art style. So I'm in. That is going to scratch the itch, and you know what? That might get into that tier of SRPG. If it can get into the Final Fantasy Tactics, the Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together tier, that would be the trilogy right there. That would be the trifecta of SRPGs. Sorry, Disgaea, I'm not counting you in there. As fun as you are, that's a little bit different. But they spent a lot of time in this direct on that game. So that's one of Square's big games coming. And I'm, it's like, it's just, it feels like I keep getting teased in every direct. It's like, oh, hey, look, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X. Nope, no tactics. Hey, it's Final Fantasy VIII. Nope, no tactics. Hey, it's Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I think World of Final Fantasy. Like, there's just so many Final Fantasy games on the Switch now. Still no tactics. And it's like, do they feel like people won't want it? I don't understand, because they're going through and making this whole new game around the SRPG concept. They're making it look like Tactics Ogre. So are they just saying, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking.